I know what I'm
Hi guys, welcome to a new corner of episode Nerdcorner.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Nerdcorner episode
7.
Seven.
Yeah, 7.
We're uploading 6 right now. I am your host, Heidi.
We're all being better hosts this week because Austin has had a few. I am Austin Owitaka. Real quick shout out before we get into
Shut up!
Fuck you, Danny. We're not changing the name. There you go. Okay. All right. I'm Evan Cross on PlayStation. Friend me.
Ember Kid 21 on Instagram.
Kim Viable on whatever.
And Nathan is here today.
Nathan, say hi.
Hi.
Nathan is wearing the coolest FLCL shirt I've ever seen.
And we're all jelly.
You should put a link of it in the description.
Description liked.
We should put a link to the past.
Before you bought that shirt.
Get it? Because I'm the Zelda fan.
Yours?
Yeah, I am.
I guess you've played more of them.
Okay.
I try to have.
Hey.
So.
Hey.
So.
I want to take you somewhere special. My cabin.
So. Let's start off with talking about what we've been playing this week.
I've been playing a shit ton of Destiny.
He has not been playing a shit ton of Destiny.
He's been playing
a perfectly reasonable person with a job amount of Destiny.
I've been playing a reasonable amount of Destiny.
That's good. How are you liking it?
I'm loving it, honestly.
Yeah?
Even though there's nothing in it.
That's not true at all. It's not true at all. It's the best first-person shooter I've ever played. Like, the story is not great, right? But it's the most interesting first-person shooter I've ever played.
I mean, interesting and first-person shooter don't usually go together.
They don't go together very well, no.
But, I mean, it's
Fallout
pretty.
And Metro.
So, I mean...
Yeah, no, it's actually been really good. The story is, like, it's not anywhere near, like, The Last of Us or anything. Like, I don't get any, like, emotional feelings.
Did you ever play the Resistance games?
I did.
What is it compared to that?
Better.
Better?
In my opinion. I would say...
Did you play Resistance 3?
What?
Did you play Resistance 3?
I did.
It's better than Resistance 3?
I think it is.
That's my baseline for first-person
I
shooters.
personally think it's better than the Resistance series by a long shot.
Austin, you know me very well.
Yeah.
Should I play Resistance or Killzone?
Resistance.
Resistance?
Yeah, you won't like Killzone very much.
Okay.
Just because it's two first.
Because, like, I figure there's those two games that are super popular on PlayStation 3 that I never played through.
Did you just put something in my
No,
drink?
she put a cap back on your drink because she doesn't want you spilling it everywhere.
Alrighty, Evan, what have you been playing this week?
I've been playing Mass Effect 3 because I finally got it to work. And I have a couple things to say about that game.
Bring it on.
A,
that has
God, I
already
love Mass Effect.
Said.
Oh my god, Mass Effect is so good.
Yeah, it is.
Statement number 2, Mass Effect 3. Like, come on.
It's pretty bad.
Like the story is still good so far. I'm only like halfway through. I'm just expecting awful shit for the end, so hopefully that'll make it acceptable. Plus, I got the Final Cut DLC, which is supposed to make it a lot better, but not perfect still.
It's just slightly different endings with different characters.
I understand why people would want, when you're in combat situations, the camera gets real up close over your shoulder, which is how shooters prefer it. Mm-hmm. It's not how I prefer it. I prefer it further back. I feel claustrophobic when I'm running around like that.
I totally understand that.
And also, the scene where it introduces the super awesome assassin ninja guy...
Excuse me.
Is a huge cutscene where I came in there with me and Liara and Rex, I think.
Yes.
No, not Rex. Garrus. We all walk in there, and he's like, oh, I'm going to kill this guy. And we're like, no, it's 3 against 1. He's like, or we're like, you're outnumbered. And he's like, no, this just makes it interesting. And then big cutscene where he kills, spoilers, kills Thane. And, like, I could have taken him so easily. I could have taken him so easily.
I bet you could.
Every other enemy. And then when all those other ninjas start showing up, I just punch them. Because they have shields and I don't have anything.
Space ninjas.
Yes, space ninjas. I just run up and punch them because I'm playing as an adept, which is full biotics, and so I have no tech to destroy them. They're shields, and they move so fast.
Yeah.
It's hard to shoot at. So I just run up and punch them in the face to break their shields, and then punch them repeatedly. And then I got the feat so that when you punch them, your shields regain, and your punches now do like double damage.
Yes.
If you punch someone to death. And so I just run around punching things. And so, like, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
The dream sequences where you have to move real slow are annoying.
Yeah.
Like, they make a good point, but you could have done it quicker and in a short cutscene or something.
Almost like Halo. For
that
part where he's like, mine.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Evan has really no idea because he's never played Halo ever.
Mass Effect, like, after I beat number 2...
I know, right?
All I could think was that I really wanted to run a D&D game set in the Mass Effect universe and come up with my own ending to Shepard's story. Because it deserves
and everyone
better.
Else.
It deserves better.
You and
but I haven't beaten the game yet, so I can't really say. So far, I am really enjoying it. Like, even with all these faults, I'm really enjoying it because I just love that universe so much. Mass Effect is wonderful. I am pumped for number 4.
Are they making a 4th one?
It's supposedly not connected to Commander Shepard. And I really want...
Well, he's dead.
I really... depends on the ending.
She dead.
Depends on the ending.
Maybe spoilers, jeez.
No, Shepard can die, but he could have died at the end of number 2.
Yeah.
You can die in any of the games if you're just...
I died a lot.
I almost want it to be like... to be able to pick your own race. Because I want to play something other than human. That would be cool. Like, I want to play a Turian or something. Or they should make a whole trilogy dedicated to Blasto.
Yeah, it's a dislike.
The Elcor Spectre. You remember that in game? Remember the jellyfish people?
Whatever, man. Elcor Spectre.
That was a running joke throughout all the games. They talk about the jellyfish people have a Spectre, and he's an action movie star. And they keep releasing movies of Blasto the Spectre.
That's so cool.
And it's really funny. And
wait, Elcor are the
giant people. What are the jellyfish people? I can't remember.
You played Mass Effect, right?
Yeah.
I also...
What are the jelly people?
I don't remember.
Jelly people.
Also, I realized that Asari make me kind of sad every time I see the Asari.
I will say, have you seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you remember like the weird guys that want to blow up Earth?
Mm-hmm.
That blow up Earth?
The huge, weird
with the weird gas masks and stuff?
Yeah.
In Destiny, that race exists, and they run Mars.
The Volgons?
Yeah, but they're called like the Kroll or something. They're called some with a K. And so they're like a warlike people, but they're so fat. And they have these like gas mask heads on it. I just keep thinking of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Volgons.
They're somehow good still.
They're just really hard to kill. Like they're harder to kill than.
That's what I've heard
about
Destiny is that there's not difficulty, there's just more health.
Yeah. Well, like the thing is, like Destiny, like it goes on levels. Like they set it to be difficult depending on the level you are at.
Mm-hmm.
And it tells you when you're doing a mission, it tells you what the level rating for that level is, so you have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you can gain experience while playing multiplayer. So you can level up while playing multiplayer, and then not
go back into the main.
And then go back and play the main, because a lot of people argued
about the reverse, like your storyline doesn't matter for multiplayer though.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's another thing in Mass Effect 3 that made me really mad. My internet connection is crap at my house.
Yeah.
So it's so bad that I can't play multiplayer. And
That
without
sucks.
multiplayer, you can't get the best ending.
That's true.
Come play it here.
So
I will say this about
EA, because of you have to either play everything perfectly. If you have to raise your galactic readiness level through playing multiplayer, or else your score gets cut in half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And so without multiplayer, which I can't play at my house, I can't get the best ending, which is bullshit. Although I heard that
readiness.
I heard that the Final Cut DLC that they released also cut that and made it doable. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping I can still get the perfect ending because my character has always gotten the perfect ending.
I had zero DLC and I was able to do it all
Sorry.
Okay.
I will say this about Destiny's multiplayer, or the fact that it's an MMO and stuff like that. I don't have the best internet connection at my house. I have only lagged once, and it was for like 2 seconds. And
they've reduced
like
what you're streaming.
Exactly. I don't know how they set up their servers or whatever, but like I've never had a lag issue. I've never had like any like stereotypical like MMO issues with like having lots of people or lots of things going on at once.
Yeah.
Like I can have shit tons of enemies fighting off. I can have multiple people with me, and I don't have like any problems. You know, it's just like flashing lights and crazy.
It's
colors.
also a lot easier to have like 4 people in a server in your game rather than most MMO things, which have normally like at least like 12
No,
people.
that's true. That's true. But like there are parts where you can go on patrols. They're called patrol missions, and basically like it's just like a free roam open world section where you can roam the map and then interact with other players, and there's no real limit to how many players are on there. So I've been on there with like 10 other people fighting, you know, countless hordes of enemies and not had a lag issue at all. And I'm really impressed by it. Like that's one thing this game's done really well is they've managed their online really well. This glass feels really nice on my hands.
Okay, Austin is not on any form of drugs, just alcohol.
Yeah.
We do not support doing drugs of any kind here. And you can only drink alcohol if you're above 21.
Yeah.
Remember that, kids.
Nathan.
It's for adults.
Nathan, what have you been playing this week?
Danny. Nah, I'm kidding. Danny would never do something like that.
I've been playing this Android game called Duet, and it's really trippy.
Oh yeah, I didn't download that. But you told me about it.
Fun. Yeah, I found it at PAX because they had some booth thing, and it's free, but you should probably spend $3 on it because the ads are really annoying.
What's it called?
Duet.
Oh.
It's like this. There's like a blue and a red dot, and then bars come down, and you have to like avoid them by turning the blue and the red dot in a circle, and it's really trippy and weird.
You know, I'm watching him play, and it is pretty interesting. I think I would suck at it.
Oh, I know. Wow. I think I would suck at it too because I haven't tried it yet.
That looks really hard.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just because of the drinks I've had, but that looks really hard.
No, it looks really hard anyway.
But Evan,
yes.
You know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of the most depressing game which you made me play.
Oh, not really. Loneliness?
Loneliness. If you guys haven't played Loneliness,
it's a flash game. You should go online. All you do is walk.
It's a free-to-play flash game. It takes like 5 minutes.
Before you kill yourself.
You don't kill yourself. You just end the level and realize that you have no friends.
Yeah.
And then it plays a little video talking about loneliness and children and dedepression.
If you are depressed, call this number.
It's
555-809-10.
Really, the only thing that's amazing about it is how they made the how you fill in the story and work through the mechanics yourself.
I never really looked at it, but there was a Steam game recently released called Depression Quest or something like that.
Depression Quest, yeah, I've heard just a little bit about that, but like not a lot.
You go through the life of this depressed person, and you probably become depressed.
Finally, I can do things in video games that I couldn't do in real life.
You know.
Hello. Let's see what.
But, yeah. What else happened this week?
Hold on.
Oh wait.
So yeah.
What have I been playing, Austin?
Mass Effect for me.
I'm really glad that Nathan didn't take mine because we've been both playing this a lot.
That's why I picked a different one.
But thanks. I've been playing this also phone game called Hex Defense, which is a tower defense game, and we just like sit on the couch. We just sit on the couch and play this. And this is what I did all during my lunch and break at work today. But it's a tower defense game. It's pretty interesting, actually.
Hey, is there any point where at a certain level it says, "Hey, pay to get more points or lives"?
No, you don't have to.
Therefore, it's perfectly acceptable.
It's a phone game.
As long as they're not cheating you out of money for a part of the game.
You should try.
Then yeah, I have no problem with that.
There's a new Star Wars game on the iPhone. I kind of want to play it. It's called like Star Wars Commander or something like that.
I think I heard about
and
that.
You
command a fleet.
You command a fleet in famous battles in Star Wars.
Different Star thing, but there's that Star Trek Online game that's supposed to be pretty good.
What?
On Steam.
Oh, okay.
Free to play, I think.
Oh. I
don't
know. And you
know.
like command a fleet.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
I don't like Star Trek though.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
What?
I still really want to play that Star Trek Starship Bridge Simulator.
I do want to play.
I want to be the
least
captain of a
once.
starship so bad right now.
You have Captain Hair.
Right now,
I
or
know.
just in general? You
I wanna-
have Captain
I want to
Hair.
sit in one of
Doesn't
these
have
chairs,
Captain
all
Hair.
Captain Kirky, and just
You
be
have, like,
put up weapons.
Commander Hair.
Yesterday I woke up
Okay,
and I
Sulu.
had a Superman curl. Like right
Dude,
here.
I get Superman curls all the time, and it's wonderful.
Your
I know, right?
entire hair is Superman curls.
Except
Which makes you sound like you have really curly
Evan,
hair, but you
I
don't.
don't. I
do
have
this-
Captain America
do this
hair.
and say let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Cold doesn't bother me anyway, bitch.
Okay.
Austin,
So...
you need to calm down and
Yeah.
sit on the couch
Breathe.
quietly and
I'm
don't
more
move.
comfortable right here.
He's so fidgety right now. So, what... Holy cow. What news is there?
Oh, what was I talking about earlier today?
Oh, you were talking about DC TV shows.
Yeah, there are so many DC TV shows coming out. Which, like, I love DC Comics.
They're
It's
amazing.
one of my things.
What else is coming out besides
But
Flash?
so right now there's Flash coming out. Arrow's maintaining it's
Yeah.
starting its third season.
Yep.
Constantine is getting a TV show.
Yep.
Gotham, the story of
Gotham.
Commissioner Gordon,
Oh,
is
yeah, I
coming
remember
out.
that.
Which
A
looks
Teen
okay.
Titans live action show has been confirmed.
What?
A new animated Justice League show made by the makers of Batman the Animated Series has been announced.
It's in the works.
I'm sorry, I lost you.
Teen Titans live action.
Live action.
They're in discussion with TNT right now to get
TNT.
picked up.
Dynamite.
But they haven't technically been picked up yet.
TNT.
They said that they're going with Nightwing instead
God.
of Robin. So there's going to be a live action Nightwing for the first time, which I'm really excited to see.
I'm so excited for that.
But yeah, that sounds pretty cool. But the thing is that there's so many.
I don't know.
There's
I don't
so
even
much.
I don't even
So
watch
much.
TV as is, and that's really overwhelming for me. But
Well, it's my theory that
Like,
the
we don't get
reason why
cable.
DC's going so TV heavy is because Marvel's already got the lead on the film
that's a good
industry.
point.
And so what they're trying to do is they're trying to capture a different market by capturing television first.
Because it's usually a problem if you're going
The
to the
thing
same
is-
market. with
Exactly.
another
They're not
big
going
piece.
one is going to win over the other. If they go for a different market, then they have more of a chance of winning.
My
That's a good
thing
point.
for this right now is
'Cause
that,
right-
like, Marvel is getting has S.H.I.E.L.D. on ABC.
They got
Yeah.
Shield, which
And
is
then
not
they're
that
having
great.
all the
It's okay.
Netflix shows
The
coming
Netflix
out.
shows, which
And
are
they've
really
announced
cool.
that the Netflix shows, as well as S.H.I.E.L.D., all tie into the movies as
Yeah.
they're coming out.
Yeah.
It's all one
really
solid
intense.
universe, which
Yeah.
is really cool. And DC has made it clear that every TV show is its own universe.
Yeah.
Besides Flash and Arrow.
None
I
of
feel
them
like
really
that's
go
gonna hurt
together.
them a little.
And so, like, which is kind of cool, Constantine, because that belongs to its own thing. And Gotham, I can understand being its own thing. But, like, it's weird that they have, like, 7 shows coming out,
And
and none
movies.
of them have anything to do with each other.
The movies
And
don't have
they're
anything-
releasing movies that have nothing to do with any of the TV shows. And every time someone's like, oh, do you think Arrow is going to be in the Justice League movie? It's like, no, he is not.
Yeah.
They've announced this multiple times.
Like, I really wish that DC had done this earlier when they were doing, like, Smallville, because then they could have
Oh my
had
God.
Superman, they could have had
And
Flash, they
the
could have
thing
had
is
Green
that, like-
Arrow, then they could have done, a Batman thing.
the thing is that, like,
It would have been awesome.
It
And
would've
where's
been
my
really
Wonder Woman?
yeah, seriously.
oh, man.
But also, there's going to be a movie Flash, and there's going to be a TV Flash. There's going to be a
And then
movie
they're
Green Arrow. There's going to be a TV
separate?
Green Arrow. Yeah,
gonna
completely
be-
different.
All these things.
Why?
Different actors, different stories, different worlds. Austin,
I'm going to
Stop.
the bathroom. I need to go to the bathroom.
This is the only way I know how to get there.
Right.
Okay.
oh my god.
Other news, Mockingjay. I've talked about this because
Yeah.
Don't
on the more pop culture side, Mockingjay Part 1 trailer came out this week and it looks pretty awesome. But I am getting really upset with the whole trend of making the last in whatever movie adaptation they're doing into 2 parts.
Yeah.
And like Harry Potter did it, and then Twilight did it, and then now Hunger Games doing it, and something else did it also.
I was
I'm like-
about to say, well, at least Hobbit's not doing it. Then I was like,
I
wait,
know.
that's one book turned into 3 movies.
And then
Never
Hobbit
mind.
did that too. And like I'm
In their
kind of
defense, they're
upset.
including other stuff too.
Yeah, but like I don't think Mockingjay needs to be 2 books. Like it could be, or needs to be 2 movies. But like it's about the same length as the first 2 books, and they had no problem including everything that they needed to include in those movies. And this one's gonna be 2 parts. And I think it's just kind of, I really feel like it's just trying to get more money from people because they can, and people will go see it, and it bugs me. But it looks really cool. And Maze Runner comes out soon. I'm gonna go see that.
That is out.
Tusk comes out tonight at midnight.
Yeah, Tusk comes out tonight. Do we want to go to that?
It's only playing in like 1 theater though.
Yeah, but it's playing at the Beaverton Theater.
Which, Cedar Hills?
Yeah.
We could go see it.
We could go see it, and I have a free movie ticket right now, so I was like, maybe I should use that.
The midnight. But I thought Maze Runner comes out tonight too. I think.
No, well, it might come out tonight, but I was looking at movie times like
Tusk
yesterday.
Comes out.
Yeah,
we just said that.
We just said that. We're gonna go watch it tonight, maybe.
We are?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
Do we have any more new Smash?
Smash.
I don't get their controller.
Oh yeah, Smash on the 3DS. The demo came out.
Yeah.
And people have just been posting pictures of their control stick on their 3DS snapping off.
Yep.
Everyone's control stick on their 3DS is breaking from playing Smash.
Because, that's more intense than any other game out.
That's made me almost second guess getting it on my 3DS because I don't want to ruin my 3DS.
I watched
but then also, I feel like I'm being forced to buy the next 3DS because Nintendo has me by the balls. And so I'm like, if I break this one, then I might as well just...
Well, okay, I'm going to say this about Smash Bros. I watched a review... I watched a review of the new Smash by somebody who's actually played it in America.
Mm-hmm.
It was by Black Nerd Comedy. You can look him up on YouTube. He said he doesn't understand why people are breaking their controllers because it's craziness. But he said that you know how like Nintendo originally announced like there's going to be like the fun play mode and then there's going to be the more competitive mode. Mm-hmm. He said the 3DS version is the fun mode. He's like, from what you can play, which isn't a lot because really there's only like 1 stage and like a couple of characters you can play. Like the initial
3DS version?
So far with the
they've announced like 15 stages.
No, just for the
demo.
The demo that's been released. It's got like 2 stages and it's got like the original like 4 or 5 characters that were announced, which is like Link, the Villager, Mario, and like...
And I've heard that a lot of people are enjoying the Villager. He sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. And it sounds like it's a great game, but it's really hard to tell where you are because the screen is so small. I'm
sure you need the XL to really be able to play
The screen is so small, it's really hard to see where your characters are. And also, he says it is definitely the more like for fun mode of playing this game.
Did you hear the people in the demo breaking it by playing Peach?
No.
What?
Many counters, I guess.
No. If you play the competitive mode, where it's just a flat level with no items, Peach has a move where she picks up a turnip and then throws it.
Yeah.
And it's reading her throwing the turnip as throwing an item, and so it assumes you're a hacker and bans you for 24 hours.
What?
So everyone who played Peach in the competitive mode got banned from their demo.
That's so funny.
And Nintendo is currently working on fixing that, but like that's hilarious.
That's weird.
So don't play Peach, I guess, because
if you get your hands on the demo, Peach. Do not play Peach.
Pretty much any game that has Peach in it, I hate Peach. So
I love Peach.
It doesn't even matter. Like it's not even like I have no logical reason, but like playing any Mario Kart, anything ever, Peach is always that one bitch that fucks everything up.
I will tell you right now, in the new Mario Brothers world, with I've been playing it with Evan. I always play Peach. Because in her cat suit and stuff, like, awesome. It's awesome. And
she floats.
She floats. And it's a really great ability.
For babies who need it, Austin.
It's really
Play Toad. He's hardcore. No jumping abilities and runs really fast, which only makes the level harder.
Okay. Who has something to talk about? Wait, Evan does.
Any other news? No?
Well,
that we remember at the moment?
I think there was something else that happened this week.
We should probably start, get a notebook and start writing down news.
Yeah, we're, awful reporters.
We should probably assign one person to be our news person.
Dibs.
No.
Why not?
I think it should be,
I'm really good with news stuff.
Okay.
I think it should be you or Evan, just because I don't have a lot of sources.
Austin, don't put that in your mouth.
It's a penis. That's right.
So...
That was a delayed reaction. So...
No more news, really?
I guess that's it for news for now.
When we post this episode, we should post it to Twitter with #WalrusYes. Kevin Smith might see that and be like, oh, hey.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Talk about that.
That'd be really cool.
Also, if you go tonight and you take a picture of your ticket stub, #WalrusYes.
Instagram.
Your name may end up in the credits of the DVD release.
Really?
Yeah. He posted that yesterday.
Walrus, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So everybody who's listening,
fuck yes.
Even though that this probably won't get posted until next week,
Should be posted on Sunday.
a walrus, yes.
Yo, it's still too late.
Yeah, it's still too late.
We record this on Thursday right now.
Is it Thursday?
It is Thursday.
It's Thursday right now?
That's why this is getting ready to upload.
This is Thursday right now?
We upload Thursday and Sunday. We record...
Yeah, that's an official schedule now. I don't think we ever announced that.
Yeah.
I like schedule.
I have an idea for someday maybe starting a different podcast as well and doing this one on one day and then do another one on another day and just have it be a different topic or something. I don't know.
I'm also currently working on something that I haven't talked to you guys about.
That's never good.
Are you going to talk about it on the podcast live?
I know. I'm sorry.
You want to announce it right now?
Yeah, it's called Nerdcorner Nerd Reviews.
You're going to start reviewing things?
I'm going to start reviewing things.
Okay.
Sorry.
Review, what?
Oh, I was going to do a Destiny review, just because I've been playing a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking I'd do, some maybe, TV shows or something like that. Maybe some comic books.
Fabulous.
Just kind of some stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
For real.
And if you guys have anything you'd really like us to review, please comment down below. We'd really appreciate it.
And send it to us for free so we can review it for you.
You don't have to do that.
Copies. I'm just going to tell you that now.
No.
Unless
We're just telling the fans to send us free things.
Unless it's books, and then I can...
What happened to your cushion? Your pillows are all messed up.
Also, that was you!
Oops.
God.
Okay.
Damn it.
Evan, tell us.
Okay, so
tell
my
us what
first
you want to talk
topic...
about today, Evan.
My first topic for today...
Topic
time.
Topic time.
Shh. That's enough. My first topic is, what is your opinion? I want to talk about trophies and achievements, and your opinions on them, and which ones you like, and how to do them right, and how to do them wrong. And I will just start by saying on PSN, I don't really care about trophies.
Nope.
Except in a couple cases.
Okay.
If they're relatively easy to get, and I really love the game and want to get every ounce out of it, then I will look at the trophy list and do it.
If they make sense.
Like I said, with all of the Infamous games ever released, I have 100% in them.
Yeah.
And I got the Platinum Trophy on PlayStation because I just love playing the game, and any reason to play the game I'll take to play it. And then I was working on platinuming Last of Us, and then I kind of just gave up halfway through.
Did you platinum the Indiana Jones games? What are those called?
Uncharted?
Did you platinum
I didn't, because they require multiplayer.
Oh.
And I don't like playing multiplayer.
No, me either.
So that's a problem with achievements that require multiplayer for me.
The multiplayer for that game just doesn't make sense for that game.
Uncharted 1, I almost did, but you had to beat it on super hard mode, and I was like, meh, I'll just beat it on hard mode.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, they can be good sometimes. They can help you have fun and pull out as much of the game as possible.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, I think they're dumb.
Yeah.
That's really funny to me. I don't know. I love achievements and trophies and everything. I'm the other side where I'm like, I got an achievement, and I'm like, oh, what are all the other achievements?
That little ding in the corner of your screen, you enjoy that?
I love that, but like, I think part of it is just because I didn't play a lot of games as a kid. This is a really weird reason, but I get to play a lot of games as a kid, and so I get really confused about what I'm supposed to be doing. But if I look at the achievements, they're like, "Oh, you're supposed to do this," and I'm like, "Oh, I'll do that," and then I'll be unstuck. Yeah, it's really random, but it'll help me get unstuck in games.
Especially for those games that give you an achievement for doing the actual storyline, I guess.
Yeah,
that's the best kind.
But I don't know. I like the short-term satisfaction of getting achievements because I am not very far-sighted when it comes to video games.
I like getting achievements if it's something random that you wouldn't have thought to do.
Also those.
Like 12,000 shotgun kills. Like, oh, apparently I use the shotgun a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever it is.
Well, see, now I've been playing a lot of Destiny, as you all know. So I've been paying attention to the trophies I get. Now, the issue is there's very, very few trophies for that game. And they're all for, like, random crap. Because in the game, you can get trophies, but they're for in the game. They're not, like, trophies like you'd normally get. And I don't know if that's because it's on multi-platforms.
Yeah, so there are in-game trophies.
There's in-game trophies, and then there's the trophies.
PlayStation account trophies.
Yeah, and then there's the PlayStation trophies. But, like, they're really hard to get, and you never get them. I have, like, 2 or 3 for Destiny, but I have a ton of them for the game, just in the game.
I also get, like, I have my Steam open right now. I was just looking through it for what games have achievements and stuff, and I get, like, a little bit sad inside when I click on a game and there's no achievements on it.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, it's less motivating when there's no achievements.
That doesn't bug me at all.
I think it's
like one of the first things I notice.
If there's achievements, it shows that the developers put more thought and effort into the game.
Yeah.
But BioShock,
did they not really care to put something in there?
Yeah.
BioShock doesn't have any achievements.
I really like
BioShock 1 doesn't, anyway.
Another one of the reasons I got all the trophies for Infamous is because all of them were fun to get, and they rewarded you for getting them. Like, one of them was collect all the blast shards.
Yeah.
Which means if you wanted to get as powerful as you could, you had to do that anyways.
Yeah.
And then when it did it, it's like, good job. You spent the time to get all this, and now you are more powerful for it.
Exactly.
And then they have the other achievements, which are just like, spend a certain amount of time in the air. So you'd have to, like, jump off of the highest building in the game and get all the flight abilities and, like, fly for as long as possible. And that was a fun one to get. And, like...
So, me and Evan have not played a lot of Xbox. Like, I had an Xbox 360 for a while, and then, of course, it broke because they always break.
Either, but...
Okay, but I was going to ask you, do you get, like, Xbox Live points for your achievements?
I don't know if it's
currency
points, but you do get a gamer score, and that builds up over time.
Okay.
So
Steam kind of does that too, though, don't they?
Maybe,
yeah, but your gamer score doesn't help you get anything.
Right. If it does,
and it's the same thing as your level in PlayStation.
Okay.
Like, my PlayStation account right now is level 8 because I had to restart it. Otherwise,
but you don't get anything cool other than a logo that says, here's what I'm at.
Okay. Because I was like, it would make more sense to me, like, if game companies were like, hey, if you've been doing all these achievements, maybe we'll give you, this much credit for it.
I don't know why, but that would be super cool.
That would be amazing. That'd be really cool for me.
A lot of free-to-play games do that, like League of Legends and such. You get influence or experience points, and then you spend that on free content.
Destiny does that
That's
for
what makes the
in-game.
game free.
Yeah, if there's a way to earn, like, points... Because the fact that you get those achievements in the game are saying, hey, I really love your game, and I feel like the correct response to that is, wow, you really love my game, here's something cool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if it's like, oh, here's a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because that's cool. It just means that you did something special in the game.
Exactly.
And it's nothing that you would pay for, but it's something that you earned.
It's still something.
Like, I actually would prefer if they, like, every time I got an achievement or an award from playing a game, I would like that more to get points towards, like, getting, like, a free item from them, more than the whole, like, oh, go on Sony.com and register your system or your games and get this many points for it.
That's the Nintendo Club.
Well, everybody has it. Sony has it. EB Games has it.
I love the fact that every time I buy a Nintendo thing, I can register the code, get coins, and then with those coins, I can buy physical objects.
Yeah.
Which are basically free and free shipping. Yeah. Yeah.
How did I not hear about this?
I don't
yet?
know, but in every Nintendo game and everything, it'll come with a little code that you can type into the NintendoClub.com and get coins. And I am almost up to a platinum member, at which point
Lego
you can
does
get
it
even
too.
more cool things.
I knew Lego did it.
I love Lego, but
And
I grew
like,
out of it way
I
too
just
soon.
turned down getting a free like Zelda A Link Between Worlds poster set. It had 3 really cool posters for 500 coins,
Why did
and you
turn
get
it
about
down?
you get like 60 coins for buying a new game
Yeah.
or so.
Well,
And
you
I have almost 1,000 now.
well, you bought a PS3, a PS4, and lots of games.
This is Nintendo.
Oh, we're talking about the Nintendo.
Yeah, but I did just buy the Wii U, and I bought a 3DS, and
You've had a 3DS, a 3DX XL.
I got my 3DS. I registered my 3DS XL. I registered. I went back, found all the cases to my Wii games, registered all those. Went back, found all my 3DS games, registered all those. And Peyton got a 3DS, and I went, "Oh, hey, are you going to use this?" And she went, "Nope." And I took that and used it.
Did you register it? I feel like you registered something of mine
And
too.
I registered my Wii U and all my Wii U games, and so I'm doing pretty good in there. And every month they have like 5 items that you can get that month.
You were not kidding about Nintendo having red balls.
Oh, they totally
Holy
have
cow.
mad balls.
Oh, Nintendo! I buy all of their things.
Now, see, I'm doing the Sony one.
See, I didn't even know Sony had a thing.
They do. I did the Sony one, and then I also did GameStop's one. So, because I go to GameStop and I just trade in my game that I've been playing, and I get whatever is new.
Oh, except for I don't believe in trading in games.
I know you don't, and I
Because at
totally
some
understand
point-
that.
At some
I totally
point,
understand that.
a year, 2 years, 10 years down the line, you're gonna go, boy, I really want to play that game. Oh, I don't have it anymore.
And that has happened to me. What does that sound?
It's a frugal thing where you don't want to spend money on each
Exactly.
one. You get at least some of your money back, and then you can
Yeah.
get the next one.
And another issue with that is the fact that like the games industry doesn't make any money on it.
Fuck
and I
indie
feel
games, by the way.
yeah, they're horrible for the games industry, and like I
mean,
feel
indie
bad.
games, they're great if they give us money.
Yeah, I feel really bad when I go and like just buy games from them or I trade games in for them because the games industry doesn't make any money.
Yeah, you should lean towards digital because then more
Yeah.
of the money goes.
I
It's
haven't
true.
bought a physical game.
Yo, you do PC and therefore Steam and
Yeah,
Like
except for I will buy Civilization 5 anything or
my
any
favorite
Civilization in
thing-
physical copy. Like Beyond Earth is coming out. I don't know when, but it's coming out, and I'm definitely buying the physical version of that just because.
My favorite thing is the Humble Bundle because you get to choose where the money goes.
I need
Yes.
to look at that
To the
more
charity, the developer,
Like right now.
or to Humble Bundle, and you can pick how much goes to where. And so I feel bad about this, but I usually go half charity, half developer, and leave out Humble Bundle.
Totally makes sense to me.
Even though they're the ones providing you with
What's
the
on?
service.
How much money does Humble Bundle need? What do they
Yeah,
put
yeah.
that money towards other than discounts?
And
Yeah.
and
And
upkeeping their
because-
website and stuff.
it's because
Yeah.
I guess they've never made the plea to me to give them money,
Yeah.
whereas charities and developers have.
Yeah.
I would honestly
so-
probably skip charities and give money to Humble Bundle and developers.
A lot of
Yeah.
developers are really
It depends on the
underpaid.
charity, though.
Also, I always pay just over what they suggest to get the full bundle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, get these 12 games. You can pay $1 and get 5 of them, or you can pay over $5.50 and get all of them. And so I'll be like $5.51, and then but I'm still. Or sometimes I'll give more just because it's a charity I care about or something.
Yeah.
But Humble Bundle is the beauty of what the internet can
If
do.
you guys don't know about Humble
How about
Bundle,
the Bundle?
definitely check them out. You'll really enjoy it.
Especially the
And,
Humble Indie Bundle.
Not
Yeah.
only, they have, because they have Humble Indie Bundle, they have the,
Humble
big
Weekly
games.
Bundle.
and then they also, they have book bundles, too,
And
which
they
is really
also,
cool.
they now have a section of just games that they always have.
Yeah.
You can buy it anytime.
Oh, do they
and
really?
then they have
Yeah.
sales now. They, basically have Steam now, in a smaller variety.
It's really cool. I will say that.
There's 2 different companies that are like Netflix for books now, and I'm really excited, but I'm really iffy about that.
Not sure where the money's
Well,
going or if it's
it's
worth the
not.
money.
It's not that. It's that publishers have to get on board with it and agree to have their books be on this thing. But there's a couple different ones that I'm kind of looking into getting. Those.
Evan,
Mm-hmm.
I have a quick question for you. It's very random.
Mm-hmm.
Have you looked to see what Loot Crate's been doing lately?
No, I have
Okay.
not.
I have not looked on Loot Crate in a while.
I
Because-
just checked my email today, and I
Yeah.
had like 1,000 emails from everywhere,
Yeah.
and I was like, crap, and a lot of them were Loot Crate,
Oh, okay.
and I need to like unsubscribe to that email,
Oh.
because I'm probably never going to get a Loot Crate again.
Well, I'm
They're
just
cool.
curious. They're really awesome. But
I've been keeping up with them for a while, and like, I remember the first one I saw was Dragons, and they're like, some of the things this will have is D&D and Skyrim, and I was like, crap, I need that,
yeah.
and so I got it that month, and then I was gonna cancel it, and then it was like, next month is Adventure, and I was like, and they're like, it'll contain Adventure Time, Zelda, and Minecraft, and I was like, that sounds awesome too, so I stayed on there. And then the next one was Transform, and it's based on Transformers. I was like, I don't give a crap about that. So I canceled my subscription. But then the next month was Villains, and it was all like DC and Marvel villains.
Oh.
And then it was Heroes, and had DC and Marvel Heroes and stuff like that. And I was like, these are all really cool, except for that one.
Yeah.
So if you did like the 6-month subscription, yeah, you might get one Loot Crate that you're not crazy about, but like,
How much was a 6-month subscription? Remember, was it $50?
For 1 month, it's $13.30 a month, or $13.37 dollars a month for the 1 month, and then
You
you
said
pay every
leet.
month.
That's funny.
Right now,
But the 6 month is cheaper per month.
Just so you know, Evan.
Yeah.
Right now, the book's Humble Bundle for the next 12 hours. No, for the next 12 days is comics.
No.
Just so you know.
What,
But they're
do they say what kind of comics there are?
Unity, Quantum, and Woody Harbinger.
Oh, did you see that
Exo
Saga
Manowar.
Volume 1, 2, and 3 has been put into one book?
Yeah, I know, but
I'm
broke.
considering getting that.
I hate you.
Because you have Volume 1, 2, and 3, but I'm considering getting into it.
Have you heard anything about American Vampire?
Is
there another one
only
coming out
slightly.
yet?
I'm getting the final volume of the old series soon enough.
Okay.
Because it finally came out.
Oh, it did.
And then, they started over. Or
They
not started
started
over,
over.
they're as in, they said, we're done. And then they started up again. Said, we're not done. We were taking a break. And so,
Okay.
now it's called, like, American Vampire, like, something, as a subtitle.
Okay. So it's
But
technically...
it's still a continuation of the story.
Okay.
American Vampire, holy shit, that's a good story.
Oh, yeah. If you guys have not read American Vampire, definitely pick it up. If you're really into comics, it has an amazing art style.
And it's
The
all written by
storyline's
Scott
amazing.
Snyder, who is like my god when it comes to comics.
I love
Yeah.
Scott Snyder.
The storyline is just amazing. What's her name? The girl.
Abe?
No.
Penny?
No.
Pearl.
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 Oh my
Girl
god.
from the 20s gets turned into a vampire and turns into an American vampire who is like weak to gold, gets more powerful in the sunlight, and turns into basically the witch from Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. No,
And
it's amazing.
Rips things apart. There's lots of gore, great story, occasional boobies. That's right, boobies.
Yeah, boobies. If you like boobies, you gonna like this. I like boobies.
Very good comic. Very interesting. Lots of cool ideas.
Yeah, it takes the vampire concept to a whole new place.
Yeah, and most vampire things I'm really picky about.
Yeah.
This one I really like.
Yeah, if you guys like hate Twilight and like all the like
If you want vampires to be
teens-
monsters again,
yeah.
read this.
Yeah, if you want to go back to old school vampires, this is what you want. Definitely. Definitely.
And each volume goes through like a decade. So it starts in the 20s, and then the next
Yeah.
one's in the 30s, and the next one's in the 40s.
Oh,
And it
that's
shows
really
these
cool.
vampires living through this timeline.
And it's amazing.
It's so good.
It's amazing.
I don't.
You want to check Loot Crate and see what they got going on?
What Loot Crate's got going on?
Subjects, other people.
Oh.
And that's how we feel about achievements.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how we
that
feel
went way
about
down the road.
achievements. I forgot we were talking about achievements.
Way down a rabbit hole.
I think we just made an achievement.
What?
I
Going
don't
down the rabbit
know.
hole. I don't
What's
know.
the achievement?
How long is this episode?
Lisa Foyles of I can't remember the website she was on, but when she was a little kid, she was on like All That on Nick or something, or on whatever that was on.
I vaguely remember that.
She's a really cool person. She's on like a game review site. She has a 3-part web series that she'll never make again called Everyday Achievements. I find it hilarious. It's on YouTube. Watch it.
Okay. I don't
Also because I know some of the people who are in it.
Injustice
Oh,
is
that's
only
cool.
$7.50.
Oh my god! Injustice!
That's actually not a bad deal. It's like 75% off.
Do you own that already?
Nope.
You should get it.
Does Nathan own it already?
What?
Injustice?
Gods Among Us? DC fighting game?
You don't. You
You
don't
should
own
get it.
any games that start with I.
That's weird.
I Am Legend.
The game.
The game.
Loot Crate
I mean,
is
wait, I
lots
have Infinity War.
What does it say? Monthly box. What does it say? There's a
That's
picture
a-
of Batman.
It's a
I
free
like
to play.
Batman.
That's from the
Card
Hero
game,
box,
It's
I
not
think.
showing up.
It probably doesn't
Alright,
show free to play because you can get them on
so other subjects.
Other
Come on, guys.
subjects.
I gave you mine.
I'm
And
sorry.
last time I gave all the subjects.
I'm sorry. I'm so drunk right now. I can't.
You look so
How many
Hold
mics
it
have you had?
together. Is that your 4th one?
I don't know. I think this is
Is
my
that your
fifth.
5th one?
I think
this
that's
might be my fifth.
your
Jesus.
Well,
I
let's
have
do
one.
math otherwise.
Austin, do
Who
not
else
spill
has
that.
what?
It feels so good in my face, girl.
What else is there to talk about?
All kinds of things.
Yeah,
bro.
there's lots of stuff to talk about.
Bro, we
like-
can talk about how great life is without Danny here.
Yeah, we could make that entire discussion because I know who Danny is completely. No, I don't.
I know. He's our biggest fan.
Shout out to Danny.
I mean, shout out against Danny. Screw you, Danny.
It's okay, Danny. I love you.
Hear that?
Only in
There's
a
person
only in
here
a
that loves
platonic.
in a strange.
I got Danny Dyer on my
Like-
fucking
like-
phone.
Danny, you're like her daughter.
My daughter.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
how you love him.
I'm gonna veto that. And I
Also,
love you as
Danny-
a platonic friend I've never met.
Danny, do me a favor and ask Nikki for mac and cheese. In joke, I'm sorry for everyone else that doesn't get that, but ask Nikki for mac and cheese for dinner. Kraft mac and cheese.
Kraft mac and cheese, the Blue Band Blues.
Okay.
Oh, what do you guys think of Slurm? Slurm's back.
What is Slurm?
Slurm
What?
is, dude. That's the soda from Futurama.
Surge. It's called Surge?
Surge.
Surge is back.
It's like Mountain Dew from Coke. It was a thing in like the 80s.
Wait, they brought it back?
Yeah. It's an Amazon exclusive.
Like, I think we need to buy a case, and next episode we need to drink it all.
I don't like
It's an
soda,
Amazon
though.
It-
Too bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched some reviews and they said it was nasty, but I don't know.
I think I saw some reviews about that too.
I saw some reviews where people are like, "Oh my god, I miss this so bad. This is my shit."
I don't know what it is. But
I've
yeah,
never had it either, but I really want to try it.
I don't even remember it, which is weird because that's my life, is the 90s.
It was from the 80s. It was from before us,
Was it? I heard it was like an 80s, 90s thing.
maybe.
My
I
life
don't know.
was not a 90s thing, even though I like to be. I was
Since you're
born.
a youngin',
I was born in the first half of the 90s, which means I remember
so before 95.
Y2K kind of thing. Yeah, but I don't. I didn't have a life in the 90s.
No, because you're a baby.
I just remember. I'm not a
You're a baby.
baby. I'm not a baby.
Well,
You're
I
a
was
baby.
born. I
Oh, hear it.
was born during Desert Storm.
That's
Deering.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Deering.
My mom
I
was
was
watching
not.
Desert Storm the day I was born.
You know what's weird
When
is
was Desert Storm?
I was born in America, but my family had just left Kuwait because we knew Desert Storm was going to be a thing, and my dad was almost a POW in Desert Storm.
Oh.
Oh, that's.
He
oh,
was
okay.
driving out of Kuwait as Iraqi tanks were coming down the road the other way, and
awesome.
they put up barricades behind him, and his friend who was in the car behind him didn't make it out.
Really? That's
Yeah.
the most dramatic story ever.
He just barely made it across the border and met up with us in Texas.
Oh my god.
And that's where I was born.
That's crazy. That's such a crazy
So
story.
how long was your dad's friend a POW?
I don't know what happened to him.
He's still there.
He's still there. We
He's
never
dead.
saw him again.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to
That's
him.
sad.
That's all. That's the whole everything I know about that story.
Wow.
Is that his friend didn't make it out of Kuwait.
That's an intense story. That's like Hotel Rwanda shit.
Damn, that's a depressing movie. I don't want to think about that movie.
But yeah, so that's weird.
Wait, let me fix this. OCD.
It's better not to fix it because it'll just
Yeah,
get
it's
messed up again.
do that again.
Okay, that is the most flawed logic I've ever heard. Just because something's gonna get messed up again does not mean you shouldn't fix it.
Evan.
Then why would you take a shower?
It's for why do a temporary fix when a
sorry.
permanent fix would be better.
How would
Evan?
you permanently fix that?
There's no solution right now, so...
You know how you permanently fix it? I know how to permanently fix it.
It's a temporary fix.
I know how to fix it. Craggle.
You always craggle things.
Craggle
Yeah.
it. Craggle.
Yeah, I started referring to gluing things as craggling.
Yeah.
I have
Lego
Craggle
movie.
in my
Sounds
drawer
like a movie.
What
at
happened to
work,
my shirt?
and every time I see it, I just like look at it and I pull off.
Crazy
the
Glue should
piece,
relabel their
and I go
glue
back
to be
Craggle.
scratched up.
I would not be surprised if they
Or
did
at
like an
least release
advertising
like a limited
campaign.
edition version where the logo's scratched up so it says Craggle.
Yeah.
No, Evan, I just realized something we should talk about,
What?
which you mentioned to me earlier today, which is the Star Wars novel, the first one that's been released.
Oh yeah.
Did you read it? Did you get it?
No, I've been listening to it.
Yeah?
I'm only about an hour in, so I'm still like in chapter 1, so I haven't got much.
Okay, here's a
It
question.
sounds a lot like the other Star Wars novels, although
Not
it is
good.
read by the same person. Austin?
Austin.
No. It's read by the same person who does good voices and stuff. That's fun.
Yeah.
And it sounds very much like A New Hope kind of feel to it.
Uh-huh.
It's very different from the prequels. It's pretty cool. I'm
Here's
excited,
my
but
question.
it's not fantastic.
That you might not know the answer to. Is it on Audible?
It is on Audible.
It is?
But it's
Because-
strangely expensive.
Because
Not
Star
if you
Wars,
have a subscription.
Yeah.
it's
Because then
Star
you're just
Wars,
get a book every
so-
month.
Yeah, you can pick it as your free book.
Because
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
Is that how Audible works?
Yeah, so
yeah, you get a free book every
hey,
month
let's
and you
plug
can buy
Audible
others.
because they're not paying me, but I love them anyway.
Audible's pretty cool.
Audible.
We're like the only YouTube channel not supported by Audible.
Yeah, basically.
Come on, the only
Audible,
podcast not supported
If you
by
haven't
Audible.
heard about it by some miracle at this point, you pay like $13 a month.
So it's
Something like
13
that.
bucks a month for
It's
an
like
audiobook.
$13 a month, and you get a free book every single month.
No,
which is
you
really-
get a $13 book a month.
Audible hashtag
No, because like
source fed.
you could get a really short book that's only like a couple hours long, or you can get the really long audiobooks that are usually go for like $30.
That's what
every
this one's
month,
going for.
and that's
it's like
what I
30
do.
bucks.
And like I'll just buy the really short ones if I really want them on audiobook. But like I have like all of the Aragon books on
Audible-
audiobook, and those are like
I totally
24-hour long
understand
books.
why it costs so much.
Star Wars.
An Audible book or audiobooks cost so much. I understand, but I disagree. Like, I think audiobooks and Audible should be about half that price, and then I would partake in it.
Then they would be cheaper than real books, and
Yeah, and
That-
they should be.
would be weird.
Because you're not
I
paying for anything.
go through audiobooks really
You're paying
slowly.
someone to speak
Exactly,
it out
someone
loud.
to read it, and that costs a lot of money, and so I understand
It's
why
like
they cost that
paying
much.
someone to feed you.
That's
You're
just
too
I
lazy to do it
disagree.
yourself.
I disagree with doing
And
it.
should cost as much
That's
as
not true
radio.
though, because I'll listen to audiobooks when I'm driving, or I listen to audiobooks in the shower.
That's my problem.
But
is
you
I
don't
need
eat while in the shower or
I
in the
need
car.
more
It's still a good
time.
analogy.
But I'm doing nothing
To
in the shower.
listen
Might as
to
well listen to your
audiobooks.
audiobook. Yeah, I stopped getting an Audible subscription just because I didn't listen to them enough.
I used to listen to audiobooks whenever I was at work, but like I can't do that anymore.
'Cause you
So because I don't have a job right now. And also when I get a new job, I doubt I'll be able to have an iPod in my ears. the
He
whole
had
time.
Unless
the
you work
coolest
straight
job.
through.
The coolest job.
It was a terrible job with an awful.
He
No.
made electric skateboards. How cool.
I attached
How
batteries and motors and circuit boards to skateboards, and you could drive. You just stand on them.
It's just like
They
future
could go
job.
20 miles an hour.
It's pretty fast.
Yeah,
Oh, I guess Nathan never knew
cool.
this.
yeah.
But
It was a really crappy job.
hey,
Like it was cool because I could pick my hours, but
one
like,
of your
it was awful.
skateboards was in the Green Hornet movie though, or whatever, wasn't it?
It's deep in the background of the garbage.
But
in
it's
his
there.
house.
Okay,
But
so
it's
yeah,
there.
if you
And
watch
I owned the
Hornet-
deck that was in the movie.
Yeah, if you watch the movie Green Hornet when they're in Seth Rogen's character's house, there's like a longboard on one of the walls.
When him and Kato are fighting, they go through his house
Yeah.
and there's a lot of crap in there. And one of the pieces of crap that he owns, one of his expensive toys, is a Metro Board electric skateboard.
And you
And
just happen to own that.
I own the deck that was in the movie
Which
that Seth Rogen rode on.
That's
And
pretty cool.
since Seth Rogen is one of my heroes, like, I think that's pretty awesome.
It's
Yeah.
got to be your goal, man. You got to meet
Seth
him
Rogen-
and have him sign it.
Seth Rogen is a really crappy hero to have, though.
He's a great person, man. Have you seen? Did you see when he was speaking about?
Oh yeah, yeah.
What was
that
he speaking
good.
about?
It was
moving.
some.
It was a charity.
It was the disease that makes old people forget everything.
Yeah, Alzheimer's.
I think it
that's
was
right
Alzheimer's.
because his wife's mom has Alzheimer's.
It's
Yeah.
funny that
And
he
he,
couldn't
like,
remember it.
He did a beautiful thing. Like he made a beautiful speech that was funny and interesting. And don't
Russell Crowe. What a beautiful mind.
That is a great movie.
That is a great movie.
That is such a good movie. I want to rewatch that movie.
All right. Never mind. Are we? Who's come up with a subject, people? Come on.
Don't know.
What was your subject that you
What?
said?
I was just gonna talk about how
Austin.
books and stuff and movie adaptations have become into like this part 1, part 2 thing at the end, and I don't like it.
Yeah,
wanna
I
know
think
your
a
opinion
lot
on
of the
it.
time it's a good thing because it makes the final one seem more epic and they can fit more long epic scenes into it.
In which case, just spend that
It's
money on
pretty
making
cool.
the movie.
Who else
better.
liked the last Twilight movie besides me? Because
Did anybody else see the last Twilight movie besides
lots
you?
of people did.
I have not
I went
seen
to the-
any
in
of
this
the
room.
Twilight movies. I have
Okay.
not read any of the Twilight books, nor will I ever, unless one case I am almost willing to watch Twilight. The first one is the guys who did Mystery Science Theater now do riff tracks,
Mhm.
and they did a riff track of it, and I kind of want to watch their riff track.
Okay,
All-
I read
Go ahead.
all of the books because I was ending middle school, going into high school.
Are you Team Bella
And-
because she doesn't need a man to define her?
No.
It's like all the books are about.
And then I watched the first movie, and it was so bad that I never saw any of the other movies. And I know, but the fourth book was really bad, but I've heard that the way they did the fourth movie
Austin.
was really interesting because they kind of really, really ruined the fourth book with like the most anticlimactic thing ever. But the movie, they did it really well. Anyways, continue what you want to say, Austin.
Okay, so the thing I have to say, I've never read any of the books. Okay, and I've actually seen all but like one of the movies. Like one of the middle movies, I think I missed because my girlfriend liked them.
Okay.
My girlfriend liked them. But I went with her to see the opening showing of the last movie for the Twilight series.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, and like the whole it starts off with like this standoff, really. And then they have this epic vampire werewolf battle where they all kill each other. And I was like, this is actually pretty good in comparison to all the other movies because they've been kind of crap. And this one's not bad. And then at the end, at the very end, spoilers! At the end, like you realize none of it happened and it was all in somebody's head.
So that's what I was talking about.
But like it's not in the book at all.
That's what
And I was
about.
like, that's awesome.
So in the book, the entire book is this build-up to this giant fight between like vampires and werewolves, and it's supposed to be really epic. And then in the book, they just get there, and then they're just like, oh, okay, whatever, it's fine. We don't need to fight. And then they just end, and you're just like, that was the dumbest thing I've ever read in my life. But in the movie, they pretended that it all happened, and then they were like, JK, it didn't actually happen. Which was about the only way they could save and redeem that, I think.
Well, you know what?
funny
You know what's
thing-
not a very good movie, but did that okay? The Underworld series.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that series.
Like, the Underworld series are mediocre movies. I'd give them maybe a 7.5 out of 10.
But that plot.
Wow, I wouldn't even give them
And
that.
that
Like,
character
seven
development.
That's true. A 7 is a little high, but like,
That plot and character development.
yeah, I watched those movies for the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
the plot, by which I mean tight leather pants.
tight leather pants. And boobs.
Austin, quiet.
But I have to say, while watching the final Twilight movie, and I was just sitting there, I was like, this isn't actually that bad. I'm actually surprised by how much I'm enjoying this. And then I look over and like the people next to me who are big Twilight fans are like crying and freaking out, and I'm like, what's the big deal? What's happening here? And then at the end, like after the movie's over, it's like that wasn't bad. I was surprised, and they're like, what do you mean that was awful? I was like, what are they doing? What did they kill him? They just killed him! And I was like,
oh yeah.
I was like, what do you mean? And it's like, that wasn't in the books at all. I was like, really?
That's why it was good.
That was why it was good.
Yeah.
The one time they decided to strengthen
But okay,
the
here's
books.
the interesting thing. The other book by Stephanie Meyer, The Host, which
Never,
supposedly...
I actually liked The Host.
Supposedly, she'll finish the series sometime, but I really doubt it.
I just don't like Chrome that much.
The Host movie, I did not see the movie, so I can't say
Okay.
anything about the movie.
I
but
liked
the book.
movie.
The book was really good. And I'm assuming the book is better than the movie
Probably.
because
Probably.
it just did not look... I saw the trailer, it didn't look good enough to go see.
Yeah.
But the book was really good, and it's completely different from Twilight, and the writing's so much better.
Yeah, I like the actual story arc of The Host far better. I haven't read the books. I didn't know there was more than the one.
No, there's just one. Supposedly it's a series and she's gonna finish it, but it's been like...
Okay.
It's been like 7 years and she hasn't written more, so...
Well, I don't really see where it could
George
go.
R. R. Martin.
Like, I don't really see where it could go from where it is.
I haven't read
But,
the book in
like-
like 4 years. I don't remember how it ends.
I almost want to hang out with George R. R. Martin because I think the show is okay and I haven't read the books. Just because, like, I just want to hang out with him and chill with him because he seems like a pretty cool guy if you're
He would
not
just
talking
talk
to him
about-
about the books.
Yeah.
You'd just be like, I'm gonna kill
Like,
all
you
these
can
people.
talk history with him, and I feel like you'd have a much better time.
Yeah.
It's the closest thing to Tolkien we have currently.
Because, yeah, like,
That's true.
he seems like he's pretty funny and has a good sense of humor.
It's like if we had
About
Tolkien who was obsessed with incest. It's like, oh, the idea of incest.
Austin, what do you... if you mix the word obsessed and incest, what do you get? Obsessed. Or incest. Have you ever tried to mix two words together that
And you
end the
just
same,
get both.
and you just get one of the words? It makes me so
Or you
mad.
get uncest.
Obsessed. Uncest is what I'm into.
Inobsessed. I'm inobsessed.
Inobsessed? No, that would be the opposite of obsessed.
I bet I could poke my eye out right now.
Austin, I think we need to cut you off.
No! Nope, there's one more and I'm gonna drink it.
Nope, this one's mine.
That was the one I was
There's
talking
two
about.
There are two more of those.
I'm gonna drink them
Nathan, you and I might have to drink those just as table. For those who haven't figured it out, I don't know. Those who haven't figured it out, Austin is like the world's biggest lightweight when it comes to drinking. He really hasn't had that much alcohol, but he is drunk. Austin, can you please come log into your computer?
Can I do what now?
Log into your computer so we know how long this episode's been going,
It's
so we
gone
can end
for
it.
an hour and 20 minutes.
That's a little long.
Yeah, well, it's been pretty funny. So
Yeah, I think it'd be funnier if
It's
we
been a
had a video of
relatively good
Austin.
I gotta start over.
Austin cannot log into his computer.
I can't see letters.
It's
It's a really long password. We are at
103.
103. That's not too
That's
bad.
not
Okay,
bad.
that's about
I
normal.
We
think
got a few more minutes left.
So
I
yeah,
think-
if anyone wants to come up with another, or wants to bring up another thing,
Feel free to. We would.
Danny,
Love it.
why don't you post in the comments of this episode what we should talk about next week?
Danny refuses to post any comments because he wants to be on here so bad.
Yeah, we'll post a comment and then when
Maybe
you're on
we'll
here, you
consider
talk about
it.
something else.
Yeah.
Austin, get that out of your mouth. That is my penis.
Gonna let you like it in your mouth.
Alrighty, I think that is a great spot to end
No,
this episode of
it's
Nerd
not.
Corner.
It's not.
Okay, wait. One more topic
One
I
more
want to bring up.
topic.
I gotta pee again.
I want to ask everyone who their favorite woman in gaming is.
Yes.
Oh my god! That's
Tell us
so
who your wait. Like your favorite
I want to
gamer or
no,
favorite like
character.
character in
Character.
game. Oh,
character
God.
in the game.
Think about it.
I want to ask you guys, and in the comments, anyone who wants to write down theirs.
Also, did you just take my mics?
Yeah.
I think he took his, but
No, he took mine.
Crap.
Oh god, favorite girl in game.
Like, Lara Croft is definitely up there, because she's a super badass who does whatever she wants.
I need to look at my games, otherwise I won't know.
Midna.
Good, this one.
I'm gonna go Midna.
Midna's
I
pretty
don't-
good.
Midna's
Do
a
I know?
badass. I like you don't really get to talk to her much when
Can I
she's
get the
looks like a
games,
people
please?
rather than a little imp, but she's still the same person, and that's what I really cared about was Midna's personality. Was she's the only sidekick in a Zelda game that I don't hate.
Yeah.
Like Navi's a pain in the ass.
What's the
Fee is
hat's
the worst
name?
thing ever.
What's the hat's
The
name?
Minish
I
Cap
mean, it's not a
thing?
girl, but
Like that was all annoying, but then Midna was
Majora's Mask.
so sassy.
Tattle's not that bad for Majora's Mask.
I don't even remember what the
It's-
sidekick of Majora's Mask was.
it's-
Was
it's-
it another fairy?
It was another fairy.
That's right, because the Skull Kid had
She
the
was
fairy
slightly
too.
less annoying because she didn't tell you things constantly, and if you went to ask her something, it was always a snarky, sarcastic description of the enemy and not a normal something.
Austin.
Thank them. Shadow.
You know I was gonna drink that,
Sit.
Austin?
Oh, here, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there we go.
I didn't mean to steal
You
it.
definitely almost spilled that on everything.
No, it's fine.
All right.
I have
So
two
yeah, I really like Midna and Lara Croft from the older games was a super badass. Lara Croft from the latest game was just kind of a normal person. She was pretty
actually
badass,
really respect
but
her.
she was also a little like I don't know.
They
she,
down the sexiness of it, and
Which
I
is a
like
good
that.
thing.
I like, although
Um,
personally, I don't know why, but I'm far more sexually attracted
because
to
she looks like a person now rather than a bunch of
Yeah, she
polygons.
looks like a person.
like the cosplays of
Um,
it. I'm just like, damn.
Old Lara
I-
Croft,
I'm like Black
her
Man
boob size was actually a joke.
Yeah.
Do you know that story?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
great.
the developer boosted her boob size 200% and was like, "Oh, they're gonna find this so funny when they see it," and no one noticed. And so the game shipped with her boobs 200 times the size what they were supposed to be.
I don't know any girls in games that I've played.
Really?
Like, to be honest, like all I
I'm
can
surprised
do is
by
like,
our feminist.
yeah, but that's honestly that's how a little bit of me is a little pissed off right now. But I mean, I don't. Like, I mean, I can say, like, somebody, like, the character I play in Skyrim is a girl, but a lot of games I play don't have...
Like a character.
Like, I'm not going to
that's
pick a random NPC in Skyrim that's a woman.
No.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't play the kind of games that would have that. Like, the only thing I can think of is, like, Mario with, like, Peach, but we already gone over how much I hate her, so...
I really also want to make a shout out to Zelda.
Yeah, I was
because
gonna say Zelda.
is a badass.
Yeah.
But she turns into Sheik and does all this stuff. She don't need no man.
The other one I have
And,
to
like,
say,
Like, she gets tripped up once. Ganon happens to capture her and put her in a crystal, and Link saves her. It's not like she couldn't have, like...
Happens once
in
each game.
If the situations were flipped, if Link got caught in a crystal, she could have kicked Ganon's ass
Yeah.
and saved Link.
well, if
It's
you
already on
remember,
his
She was incredibly powerful.
she saw it
and
coming
super
though
awesome.
too. She saw it coming. She was like, "Hey, Link, I need you to help me fight this guy because I know he's evil."
Zelda's super cool.
She's
and
so awesome.
anyone who gives her crap, like
She's my
I disagree
favorite
with.
character in Smash Bros. Is Zelda.
I'm a Sheik fan, which
I can
I'm
understand.
excited that they separated them, so now I can just play Sheik.
They're the same person.
Which Nintendo officially confirmed that she does not magically change her gender; it's just a costume.
Yeah.
So she is still female as Sheik.
Yeah, but it's
Also,
it's the complex of what's the French warrior woman. It's the same thing. Heidi.
Come on,
What?
Heidi.
Who is the French warrior
Joan
woman?
of Arc.
Joan of Arc. It's the same thing as Joan of Arc. She is Joan of Arc.
I wasn't paying attention. I was
But,
but
I have to say, I don't know if you guys mentioned it while I was away, but Samus.
Samus is cool. I remember,
Very strong.
I remember I was
female
really
character.
confused when I found out that Samus was a girl because I was a little kid and I played the Metro games,
Sexually
and then
confused.
they're like, that's a girl, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm actually surprised that as a little kid that was my response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm
for a
surprised.
while I wasn't sure if I just dreamt
How young?
that
no.
it turned out.
I
I was really I was like under 10.
Yeah. And
I
if
was
you
like,
believe,
that's awesome.
and if you believe certain fan things, Master Chief is a woman.
Should be.
No, not really.
Have you seen that? Have you guys seen that video where it's like Master Chief versus Samus, and then they end up being ladies? They both end up being ladies, and they have lesbianness.
I
at the
also
end. It's
have
great.
much more respect for the Triforce of Wisdom over the Triforce of Courage or Power. Like, that's really cool. And when she's Tetra in Wind Waker. Tetra is one of the coolest characters in games ever.
It's awesome.
I love Tetra.
I was honestly disappointed with her.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see, like, grown-up Tetra so badly, being, like, a badass pirate sailing around.
Though.
And you never will, yeah.
No.
But, like, Tetra is one of my favorite characters in games.
How about this? The Able Sisters from Animal Crossing.
Oh my god!
Able Sisters
All
from
they do
Animal
is sit
Crossing.
and sew. They are a stereotype.
There's... Which one is it?
I
Is
guess
it Able or Sable that's so depressed?
I guess they're singularly, like, they're two women who don't need no man, who have built up a successful business of their own.
Yeah!
And survive in a man's world.
Exactly.
I guess that works.
They are excellent. And then they have their little sister who works for Gracie Grace.
It's still a dumb answer, but, you know.
It's a dumb answer, but you know what? I bet they are the most feministly correct.
The Able Sisters?
Yeah. They are two strong, independent women who run their own business, and they don't need no man.
Okay, I have to stop you though. Because your definition of most feminist character is the woman that doesn't need a man. And, like...
Do they need men? Is that... I don't
know.
know.
But, like, the fact that your definition of feminism involves the absence of a man...
It's not my definition. It's what other people tell me.
Well, I can't argue with right now because you're drunk. But, yeah, that's also a really deep conversation that we do not have time for.
I would think
but the problem...
feminist ladies would appreciate that.
Guess we'll find out in the comments.
Yeah, comment down below, please.
Emily, we need you. But yeah, no, it's the fact that, like, to define something, you have to involve either the lack thereof or the absence or the inclusion of a man is upsetting.
Well, then what are you supposed to do? Like, if you can't talk about the inclusion of a man, you can't talk about the disclusion of a man.
You just can't talk
then
Don't talk about men.
Don't talk about.
That's the disclusion of men.
No, like, just don't bring it up. Like, you don't have to be like, it's a woman that doesn't need a man. Be like, it's a woman.
It's silly.
Okay,
The
a
whole
woman
thing
who
is
doesn't
silly.
need a man, I think
It's silly.
if you just say a woman who don't need no one, like I feel like you have to accept the fact that there are two genders.
Yeah, you have to.
And
you can't
it's
just ignore
the fact that you're changing the.
But there are.
But the thing is that, like, she's going against what
Patriarchal accepted
against
roles.
patriarchal society.
And, like, I would never, in an actual argument trying to argue for feminism, be that nitpicky.
Female shepherd.
Yeah.
Female shepherd.
I was gonna make a shout out to Fem Shep, even though I don't believe in her. I always play male shepherd because
I always play female
See,
shepherd.
I always played fem. I would if I played it.
Although I played
Because-
more than time.
the thing is that most
I own it.
most
I own it on
people
mine.
actually play Fem Shep,
Yeah.
Okay.
but I always find I love it, like those games more as role playing games, and I always make role playing game characters as a person that I want to see myself as,
Yeah.
and I can only see myself as a man.
I can.
Oh,
I can see
yeah.
that. I can understand.
What about the chick
So,
from Bioshock
Elizabeth.
Infinite?
Oh my God! Yes.
Elizabeth, yeah.
Yes, Elizabeth is my favorite character ever created.
I was thinking Bioshock, and then I was only thinking of 1 and 2. Like, there's not really.
Well,
anything
technically,
there. In 2, it's all about her.
Technically, all of them are about her, but
You're gonna spoil the games for me right now. You need to not.
Spoilers.
you guys really need to play Burial at Sea, because Burial at Sea, like Bioshock Infinite was awesome, and it was a really great storyline and stuff, but Burial at Sea is probably one of the best stories I've ever played as a game. And I'm the only one here that's played it, so I can't...
I paid for it. I just need to download it on the Xbox.
It's so good.
Oh, it's on Xbox.
It's so good, and it
on
will
PC
make
as well.
you sad. Like, you will feel
I just
sad
want the
afterwards.
DLC.
Yeah.
Like The gameplay itself is BioShock, so it's not like anything new or different.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
but it's
plasmids feel different slightly.
It's not
but
revolutionary, though.
barely. It's really the same
Like
thing.
the original one was.
But, like, the storyline, like...
It's way more involved.
The story
and
of it...
The DLC must be even more...
The story of it is so amazing.
Okay.
And it completes the story of BioShock.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought
it makes it a circle.
Yeah. No, I thought Infinite kind of completed the storyline. I thought the way Infinite ended completed the storyline in a good way, and I was totally fine with that, being solid as the ending for BioShock. But with the ending of BioShock Infinite, it's just like, wow. I sat there after it was over. I was like, wow, that took me back.
BioShock 1 was okay.
Yeah.
I like it because
I'd give
it's
it like
the darkest one of the three.
Okay, the original one, BioShock,
I like it the most.
I want, like, my initial thought was I'd give it an 8, which is good, but then I realized no, I wouldn't. I'm just doing that because of social pressures. I'd give it like a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. Not really my kind of game for a lot of it.
The
story was good, but not the most amazing thing.
Yeah. No, I would agree with you.
And to everyone who's huge BioShock fans, I'm sorry, and your opinion is equally, if not more, valid.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
At the time BioShock 1 came out, I would give it an 8 or a 9. Today, I would give it like a 7.
Yeah, and I just played it for the first time, so I'm expecting more out of it as more games have evolved.
At the time
it
came out, I would say it was like an 8 or a 9. Today, I would say it was like a 7. And like BioShock Infinite, I would also give like a 6 or a 7 for gameplay.
Wow, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, the gameplay itself is very repetitive.
Which
Yeah.
I feel
It's
bad.
very hordsy.
Good enough.
It's very hordsy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a lot of hordes coming at you and you fight them off.
Kind of
And it's very
And
repetitive.
it's basically something simple for you to do while you think about the story.
Exactly. And
especially that museum level.
yeah.
It feels like it's the story and here's something to do while you listen.
Yeah, you go through, you click on the different museum things, which you don't have to do.
Mm-hmm.
You can play it without doing that.
But you hear the guy talking to you about it, like, oh, okay, now I know a little bit more about why anything is anything.
Exactly. It's all about story completion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And as far as the story goes for BioShock
I
Infinite,
love some of the details they stuck into the game. You
Yeah.
can go off to the side and the NPCs have conversations.
there's
that are worth
amazing
listening to.
stuff in there.
There's bees in the flowers.
Yeah. There's amazing little hidden things. There's lots of little like stuff that like you can go into the shops and stuff and talk to people and see stuff. It's amazing. And as far as the story for those games go, I give them almost a 9 or a 10. But the gameplay for me, it's just so repetitive. It hasn't changed any.
Our favorite woman in gaming is BioShock Infinite.
For me, it is. It is.
Well, I don't have one, so I'll agree with that.
You don't
She
have
looks
one?
pretty cool.
No, not the character. The game is our favorite female.
Yeah.
The game is our favorite.
Because I
female.
asked favorite female and we went on like a 10-minute rant about how good
BioShock.
I
Infinite
kind of
is.
like Transistor, but even though her...
Yeah, I haven't played it, so...
Have you played Bastion?
I played a tiny bit and
You need
kind
to
of
play
gave
both
up.
of them if you appreciate beautiful games.
Have any of you played Bayonetta?
That one's got some
Oh,
good
she's
plot,
such a
too.
strong
Yeah.
woman. No, I don't understand Bayonetta.
I don't either.
And I don't really like that kind of action game. I
I
think
just find...
they're kind of dumb.
What about
I don't-
Cortana?
It's like
Halo.
imagine if Kratos
not
was
even
sexy.
the plot
And I'm like,
part,
I
but,
don't
like,
want
she's
to.
actually a good character. And
She's
if you-
actually a good
Have
character.
you read the books, too?
No, I haven't, but I've heard they're excellent. I've heard they're actually really good, and it's made
It
me
goes
want
into
to
a lot
watch
of the backstory between...
the Halo book series.
Oh,
I've heard
Yeah.
it's
So I
really
guess-
good.
I guess you could argue that Dr. Halsey is a very powerful character as well, because Cortana is based on Halsey.
Okay.
Oh,
We need to-
we're forgetting one of the most important ones. Ellie from Last of Us.
Ellie is badass.
I've never played it yet.
Like
She's amazing.
Ellie,
No.
Her character.
I watch a lot of walkthroughs.
like she does kind of surpass all that because she's not even like, oh, look at this strong female character. It's when you see Ellie, you kind of just you feel connected to that human being.
Do you know what happened?
And gender just completely disappears and everything just disappears because
Yeah.
it's just this is.
It's real.
It feels so real.
It's
We need to wrap it up before we
need to
spoil
wrap it up.
Nathan about The Last of Us because he hasn't watched any playthroughs or played it.
Oh man.
So
you're missing out,
we're gonna
man.
stop
I
this
can't.
episode so we can go show him now.
Oh wait. One last thing, real quick. Counterpoint to all these strong, good women, is developers doing stupid things in games. Edie in Mass Effect 3 has a camel toe that's very visible.
Really?
That made me really mad.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's actually-
why?
How did my wallet get here?
Why is that a thing?
What?
It's been
So
there the whole
hold on.
time.
Let's
Okay,
wrap up
Okay,
this episode.
so yeah.
Alright guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Nerd Corner. Please like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. You guys make us possible. Also, comment down below. Tell us what you think about feminism in games.
No, actually, you probably shouldn't.
Tell us what you think is your favorite ladies in games. We would really like to know. Also, tell us about other things.
Don't forget to follow Evan on Twitter at EvanSexy.
Evan Sexy Dick. Also, EmberKid21 on Instagram, or you can find me on the PSN network. Join me in a game of Destiny. That'd be awesome.
And I sent you a link for my shirt, too.
Oh,
We'll have a link for the
Yes.
awesome shirt.
I want that awesome shirt.
And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Major League Read, YouTube Major League Reading, and Instagram at
Heidi
The
Hole.
Heidi Hole. The Heidi Hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to make it clear to the fans that we're doing this for you.
Stop imitating me. You're patronizing me!
Okay, that's it.
That's patronizing.
Patronizing.
Patronizing is purchasing
See you
things from a
next
merchant.
time, you
I'm a
guys.
patriot.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.